I'd like to welcome you to the formal dedication of our school as the C. Herman and Mary Virginia Terry College of Business. This is a great day for the Terry College and a great day for the University of Georgia and a great day. I'd like to begin our program by asking the president of the university, Dr. Charles Knapp, to come forward for some brief remarks.
Blind like that. I don't know how you can tell if I was behind the pillar, but I know you're behind that pillar now. And I know Herman and Mary Virginia are over here. They deserved recognition for Herman and Mary Virginia and all they've done for the College of Business, the Terry College of Business, and for the University of Georgia. Whenever I look for or speak of the model of the relationship between the alumni of the university and the university, I think first of all of Herman and Mary Virginia and what they've done. Their friendship, their support, their deep affection for this institution. And Herman and Mary Virginia, I want you to know both personally and officially on behalf of the University of Georgia, how deeply grateful we are for what you've done and how proud we are that we can gather here today to officially designate our College of Business as the C. Herman and Mary Virginia Terry College of Business. You all have my deepest appreciation and thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. And now I'd like to ask Herman Terry to step forward, and Herman, you can make as many remarks as you want. Thank you. Thank you. Al told me earlier that the whole program would be over in about 15 or 20 minutes. I said, well, gee, I planned to talk for at least 30 minutes, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the speech I have. But nevertheless, here I am. President Knapp, Dean Niemeyer, Terry chairholders and fellows, distinguished guests, Mary Virginia and I are just amazed at this honor. We're overwhelmed and just can't believe that it's happening. But to have our names on this building and on this business school is just something that's hard to believe, but it's an honor that we shall never forget, and we accept it in total humility. I just want you to know that I will reflect a few minutes on my days at the university, and in that way point out to you what I believe and what I think of the university and of this business school. The years that I stayed here, when I came as a student and not a serious student, I liked the lifestyle and I enjoyed every day that I was here. When it was over, I had two serious regrets. The first regret was that I couldn't come back another year. It was done. I could not return, as a student, that is. The second regret is one that has followed me to this day, and that is that I was not a serious student, and I did not take advantage of all the opportunities that were available to me while I was here. But with that, I knew that the time had come when I had to go to work, and I did that. And it wasn't long before I realized that now is the time I must find out whether I really benefited from the school. Frankly, I was a little doubtful that perhaps I didn't, because I had not applied myself. But shortly thereafter, I was confronted in the business world with a number of things happening in my business. There was the accounting problems in my business, the economic problems that came about with frequency, and the necessity of being involved in sales and marketing. As time went on, I realized that the accounting problems that just kept confronting me with those things that had to be solved, and as they were solved, I did assist in that. And when I did complete the job of getting the various problems resolved as they came along, I figured, hey, that's a result of the education I had under Professor Heckman. He taught that accounting class that was outstanding, and I did benefit. And then the economic problems were always there. The economy constantly changing, and my business constantly changing because of those conditions. And then I would think, well, Professor Sechrist taught a tremendous class there, and I was privileged to take those courses from him in economics, and they did benefit me greatly. And I was able to overcome a lot of economic problems that I could never have handled if I had not had those courses. Then another one was marketing and sales. Everything seems to involve marketing and sales. And as I went through my career, I would find that I had salesmanship that I had never known that I had. And that came about, first of all, because I had to borrow money constantly. And I tell you, you have to be a salesman when you're borrowing money. If you're not, these banks and financial institutions just won't listen. But nevertheless, I got by with that. And then the marketing end of the business had to do with the sales of the insurance programs that I offered and the finance transactions that I had while I was in the finance business. Those had to be marketed. And by doing that and working through those problems from month to month and year to year, I remembered very vividly the courses I had right up here under Professor Jenkins, better known at that time as Pistol Jenkins. And that was the time when I learned enough about marketing and salesmanship to get by those problems that did develop from month to month. Now that it's all over, to the extent that the education was offered to me and I accepted what I could, Mary Virginia and I talked, and I said, well, it's worked out pretty well. So why can't we do something now for the university? And that's when we concluded, in talking with Chuck and with Dean Niemeyer, we agreed to do these chairs and the fellows program and hopefully a scholarship program real soon. And we're glad that we did those things, and we can see the progress that's being made. It makes us feel real proud. And we're really proud to have all of you people here today. We appreciate you coming, and we appreciate the support that you've given. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those kind remarks, Herman. As I said, this is a great day for the Terry College of Business. It's really difficult to put in words how significant and what an impact the Terry Endowment will mean for future generations of students who attend the University of Georgia and the Terry College of Business. We will end up having 7 Terry chairholders, a bunch of young faculty supported through Terry Fellowships for distinguished teaching and research, and a very significant scholarship fund to help us recruit the very best students to the Terry College of Business. Herman and Mary Virginia, you've guaranteed our future. We were already one of the best business schools in the South, but now you've given us the support where we can set our sights on being one of the very best business schools in America. We're well on our way toward achieving that goal. If you look at the quality of our students this fall, the best crop of freshmen in the history of this college entered the business school in fall '91. Average SAT of 1099. A high school grade point average of 3.4. The new 2-year MBA students had an average GMAT score of 625. That's 92nd percentile. That would rank us in the top 15 universities in America, public or private. That would place us in the top 5 public universities in the United States. We're going further, and this endowment gives us the impetus to just go all the way to the top. Our faculty is outstanding. Our staff is outstanding. Most of our faculty and staff are out here on the lawn, and it's a wonderful group of people to work with. They'll see that we get to the top. You know, when a lot of people have asked me in the last week or two, what's in a name? You know, why are you changing the name? Many business schools over the last 10, 15, 20 years have changed their names. They've named their schools after distinguished alumni, after generous supporters, sometimes after old deans. They've come up with a bunch of different names, but the naming of a school gives the business school an identity, a separate identity, and a very large and great university. It gives our students, our faculty, and our staff something to identify with and to rally around. It's a great morale booster, especially during tight economic times. When you look for a name, we got a gem. I mean, Terry, can you imagine the Nimai School of Business? You know, or they'd say, my friend from the Helsinki School of Economics, Pekka, would say, Niemi. Right, I mispronounced my name all over the years. We have a great name, Terry. We have 2 wonderful people who are terrific role models for future generations of young men and women who'll study business at the University of Georgia. We got everything you could ever want in a name with the C. Herman and Mary Virginia Terry College of Business. I promise we'll do everything in our power to see that you'll never be disappointed and make you prouder and prouder year after year of what we're doing with the Terry College. At this point, I would like to adjourn the formal part of our program and invite you all to come inside. We have refreshments. You can meet informally with the Terrys and their guests and visit our Hall of Donors and get inspired. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here.